So what is it we need to build a WordPress website? So the very first thing you need is to, I mean, the first to get a host. And what is an host? So the host is something where WordPress is going to be installed and all your files related to your website is going to be reside in that server. So basically it is a server which is responsible for holding your websites and which is available or accessible from the internet. And if you right now, if you look at the market, so there are tons of hosting providers available. Examples of them would be like GoDaddy.com, Bluehost.com, HostGator.com, HostingGear.com, and so on. And if you'll ask me, my recommendation would be Bluehost. The reason being is that it is a recommended hosting provider from WordPress as well. And along with that, um, uh, the one thing I really like about using Bluehost is their support system. You will get a 24 into 7 live support, so where you can just message with them, you can write email to them, or even you can call them asking for their help. And you do get response 24 into 7. That's my personal experience. So that's the reason I really like Bluehost. And HostGator is a cheap option. I mean, you get all the different facilities what you get in Bluehost in HostGator as well, but somehow their support team is not that active like what Bluehost has. So that is where that's my recommendation, but it's up to you. You can choose any one of the hosting provider for getting a host for your website. I have given few links in the description, so you can check those and choose one of the hosting provider. The second thing what you need for building a WordPress website will be to get a domain. So what is a domain? So domain would be basically a address or a website address by which your web identity will be known. So something like the example would be something like google.com. So this is nothing but a domain, microsoft.com, something like that sort of sense. Sorry, a spelling mistake, microsoft.com. So it would be your domain name by which your website is going to be known. And what happens when you buy a domain and register with a registrar? So the moment you type the domain name in the browser window, something like this sort. So when you typed it on the browser window, so it goes to the hosting provider, be it one of the GoDaddy, Bluehost, or HostGator. It goes there, it resolves with the starting page of your application, request to the server, and get back that page and give you back that page on the browser. That is basically your domain. So you need to get a domain for your website. The third thing what you need for your website to run WordPress is WordPress itself. Okay, so WordPress is, I would say, is most popular content management system available in the market right now. So around 30% of the website around the world, I think more than 30% are powered with WordPress today. And this is fairly easy to use, and you can build up your sites in just 24 hours. Your site can be live. So if you want more functionality, that may you may need an advanced developer to do that for you, but quite a few things you can develop by your own. Okay, so install WordPress install, I would say. And the next option what you need is finally creating a website with WordPress. So once you install the WordPress, so WordPress gives you tons of options to create websites, adding themes to your websites, adding pages to your websites, and finally creating posts for your websites. And in WordPress, you have an options for adding plugins where to boost your website's power. Something like if you want a contact form or if you want search engine optimizations, then there are tons of plugins that are I mean, tons of plugins are available. You can use them to build your websites. All right, so in the next module, we will go to our hosting provider, and I have already bought a domain. We'll use that domain, and for me, so we'll use that domain to create that websites. So see you then in the next module.